Hey, Dan Candell here, your anxiety relief guy. In today's quick anxiety relief tip, I'm going to be talking about the what if syndrome. This is what I like to also call the what if paradox. Think about it. A lot of the anxieties and stresses that we have, a lot of the things we worry about, they stem from the thought, what if? This causes us to usually spiral downwards, doesn't it? We go into that doomsday thinking where we keep asking ourselves, well, what if this happens? And 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 that just keeps us worrying about things. It keeps us up at night. And it also keeps us in a really negative slump. As a result of that, or as a consequence of that, many times we get into a funk. And this is where we start underperforming. This is where we start doubting ourselves. This is where we start giving up on things and also missing out on some of the things that we should be able to enjoy in life. So I'm going to teach you a really simple strategy in this video to help overcome the what if doomsday thinking. Let's go. What if I shoot this video and I get all kinds of hateful comments on it? What happens if I drive down the road, I skid out, and I get in a car accident? What happens if I go to the store and I get sick? What happens if I'm caught in traffic and there's no way out? What happens if I spend all this time and money on something and it doesn't work out and I decide I don't like it or I fail? What if? Have you ever asked yourself, what if, a little too much? And your mind starts to get really creative. It gives you really creative answers, doesn't it? You ask yourself, well, what if, for example, this video, like I just said, what if I shoot this video and I get all kinds of hateful comments on it? Yeah, all that worrying could cause me to not want to shoot this video or not even put it out there. What if I start driving, I skid out, I get into a car accident? Guess what? That's going to stop me from driving, isn't it? What if I go to a store and all of a sudden I crap my pants in the middle of a store because I can't get to the bathroom in time? What if? That's going to stop you from going to the store, won't it? You see, all these things that we tell ourselves, the what if, we usually jump to the worst case scenarios really, really quickly, don't we? Now I'm going to teach you a very simple and effective way to stop that what if doomsday thinking. But I'm going to tell you, that's there for a reason. The what if doomsday thinking is there for a reason. It's there to protect us, it's there to keep us safe, and it's there to help us entertain the worst case scenario so that way we'll know what it is so we can protect ourselves from it. Now, here's what happens though. We usually rehearse the worst case scenario in our mind, but we don't rehearse the best case scenario. We usually just go with the worst case scenario and then we give up and we say, you know what? That's bad. I don't want to do that. And we start to avoid all those things that we should be taking on. I get it. Believe me, I've helped thousands and thousands of people with overcoming the what if doomsday thinking, the what if mentality, the what if paradox. The reason why I call it a what if paradox is because we usually go on the negative side of the what if paradox, and we forget to ask ourselves the positive side of the what if. But then again, even if we do, or when we do ask ourselves the positive sides of the what if, we can even spiral out of control and think of the negative side of the positive side. Can't we? Think about this. What if I'm wildly successful? What if this video goes viral? And then I'm going to get so much attention, I can't handle it. And then people are going to raise their expectations of me and I won't be able to fulfill all their expectations. Whoa! What just happened? You see, many times when we go to the negative side of the what if, we go to the positive side of the what if, you know what happens? We completely spiral out of control in both of those situations. My friend is a realtor and she said to me the other day, oh, Dan, what happens? What if I list this house and nobody likes it? What if I list this house and all the pictures that I'm posting actually are negative depiction of the house? You know, I'm not going to post it. I'm like, whoa. Let's not go there. So here's what you do instead. It's very easy to say, yeah, weigh out both sides of the what if. What if this happens? What if that happens? What if this happens and we doomsday out that negative side of the what if? What if that happens and we doomsday out the positive side of the what if? But our mind can still spiral out of control because we're only giving it that option. So here's how you redirect your focus. It's through what we call intentional questioning. Are you ready for this? What if that happens? So what? What am I going to do about it? That layer of questioning right there is going to put you instantly into a solution state of mind. Many times the reasons why we have problems is because we don't know how to solve them. We don't know what the solution side of that problem is. This solution is so simple that many times it's overlooked. What if? So what? What now? Or what am I going to do about it? Whenever you get caught in that what if mentality, what if I go to the grocery store and I crap my pants in the middle of the aisle? So what? What am I going to do about it? Well, for me, that wouldn't be funny at the time, but that would be an unbelievable story that I would tell at parties later in life. And you know what? Poop is funny, okay? People, get over yourselves. Everybody poops. It's funny. Maybe not at the time when it happens or if it happens to you. But stuff like that, we can make light of it. We can joke about it sometimes. But what happens if it's more serious? What if I post this video and I get all kinds of hateful comments on it? So what? What am I going to do about it then? Guess what? That allows that question right there. So what? What am I going to do about it then? Or what now? When you ask yourself these questions, what if this happens? Well, what if that happens? So what? So what? What am I going to do about it? It allows you to think more strategically, so that way it primes you to take action if the what if happens. That's a very simple and effective way to stop the doomsday thinking. What if? What now? So what? Asking yourself these questions will instantly stop that negative pattern of destructive thinking. It's also going to help you think more optimistically. The first 7, 8, 9, maybe up to a dozen times you do this, you're going to have to be very cognitive about it. It's not going to be a cerebral. It's going to take more effort, it's going to take more focus, and it's going to take more concentration. You might even have to sit here with a pad of paper and doomsday this stuff out, and you might have to entertain all the different sides of the what if paradox. What if this happens? Okay, well, what if that happens? So what? Well, here's what. What am I going to do about it? And then you come up with the solutions. What if my kid goes to college, and then we put all this money into it, and then they fail out of college? What if? So what? What are you going to do about it? Or what are you going to do to prevent that from happening? And guess what? Sometimes there's nothing you can do from preventing things to happen, because the only person you are in control of is you. The only behaviors you're in control of are yours. The only responses you are in control of are yours. The faster you realize that, the better. Yet guess what? By watching this video, you're learning really positive, good strategies to help you develop solutions instead of continuing on with those problems. So remember, my friends, and I know this is a quick one, whenever you find yourselves doomsdaying and going into the what if state of mind, ask yourself, so what? What am I going to do about it? And that is going to help stop that destructive pattern. The other end of that is action. When you decide what you're going to do about it, it's almost like creating a crisis plan. Yet, it's not really crisis, is it? It's more of an action plan. When you have an action plan, many times you won't even have to implement it, because when we jump to the worst case scenario thinking, it's usually not worst case scenario. It never usually gets there. But just in case, you now have a plan. When you have a plan, you can implement that action and the strategies, and that's going to help you see solutions. That's going to help you find the light in even the darkest of places. Now, like I said, the first several times you do this, it's going to be very conscious, very analytical. But after you do it about a dozen times, guess what? It's going to become more natural. It's going to become more of your automatic, more of your go-to. But you've got to use this strategy consistently in order to get a positive result. With that said, thank you so much for watching the video, and thank you so much for following me. If you don't follow me on social media, or if you don't subscribe, then you're going to miss out. So make sure you subscribe, and also make sure wherever you're watching this or listening to this, make sure you leave comments, make sure you send me feedback, and also check out my self-help series. Self-help series is where I help groups of people online once a month. I help everybody go through world-class coaching and also hypnotic sessions to reprogram their belief systems and reprogram their mind to live more of a high-performing life. So make sure you head over to theselfhelpseries.com. Also go over to my website, dancandell.com, and make sure you follow me on Instagram, instagram.com/dancandell, for more tips, more tools, and more techniques. Thank you so much for watching this video. As always, be well, do good, be true to who you are. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe to get more mindset tips, tricks, and techniques that you can use in your everyday life. And if you haven't already, hit the thumbs up button and drop a comment in the comment section below.